Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Akira, and today I have a special guest. I have Natalie and Priscilla. Natalie is 5 weeks out from Southern States. She's competing in physique. And we've got Priscilla here. She just won her first competition in figure at the Suncoast Classic. So we're all really proud of her here at Stay Fit. And today, this training video, Natalie's going to show us one of her ab training circuits. So here we go. Let's get started.
Alright, hi everybody. Right now we're going to demonstrate a couple different variations of a leg raise or a tuck or a knee up. And we're going to assume that Priscilla is a complete beginner, never done this before. I personally always like to start with these. They're a very difficult move. It involves a lot of core strength when we start getting into progressions and a lot of control. So she's going to grab the handles over top and she's going to completely let her body hang. Alright, I'm going to stand right next to her with my hand behind her on her lower back so to minimize the swing here. We want to isolate the abdominals and minimize the action of the hip flexors. So to start with, she's going to pull her knees in about halfway up towards her chest and flow all the way back down. Let's get a couple of these, knees up all the way towards the chest. Yep, back down. Very good. Alright, now a little bit of a progression from this is if she brings her knees same way up, but 3/4 of the way back down. So we're going to come up, back down a little bit more, right about there, and pull them back up.
Wow.
And again, nice and controlled. Very good. She doesn't even need help with the swing here. Beautiful. You doing alright? Alright, straight leg. Here's moving on to a new progression. So once you've mastered that form without the swing, don't need a spotter, we're going to go into a straight leg raise. So same thing, nice and tight, raise the legs about halfway up, nice and controlled all the way back down. Let's get one more of these, halfway up, yep, all the way back down. Now using the same principle, 3/4 of the way back down, she's going to pull her legs up, not quite all the way back down, and she's going to pull them up again. Yep. Again, this will help isolate the abdominals and decrease the action of the hip flexors. A lot of people will lose their form right here and start to swing back and forth and activate more hip flexor action than abdominal isolation. So, once you, again, master that form, the next progression would be add a little bit of resistance. For this one, you may need a gym partner or a training partner or a spotter or something. So we're going to put the medicine ball right in between the knees. She's going to hold on nice and tight. Again, I'm going to spot her.
She's like an ostrich.
And here she goes. There it is. Nice. Good control. Breathing always helps. Pull your tummy in. Keep it very tight the whole time. And down. All right. So excellent. And final progression, this is going to be the hardest one, is a toe to the bar. Ready? So just kind of bring toes all the way up to the bar and control it all the way back down. Perfect. Let's get one more all the way back up. Beautiful and nice and controlled all the way down. Very good demonstration. So I like to start, I'll do kind of a variety of those right now because I'm so close to competition and I'm training. I start with these. Like I said, they're a difficult move. I don't like to sacrifice form if I wait until further into my circuit to do these. So whatever you can get without losing that form until you feel the burn and you're good to go, you can move on.
How many?
I usually do 100 of these. I'll split them into 4 sets of 25.
4 sets of 25? Cool.
Yeah.
And your rest interval is like what?
Very as minimal as possible.
Okay,
like
minimal.
15 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
Yep. Good job. Okay, so the next move is going to be a pretty traditional sit-up. Again, assuming that she's a complete beginner, she's going to start feet together completely flat on a mat on the floor. She's going to cross her arms over her chest, and I'm going to spot her to hold her feet and her ankles down so she doesn't let her feet come up. So she's going to exhale all the way up, like elbows to knees. Yep, and nice and slow and controlled on the way back down. Exhale on the way up. Perfect. Okay. Good. So, progression from this. if she didn't need a spotter, she could just start this as a plain old sit-up without anybody holding her feet or ankles. Same thing. Coming up. Good. And we're gonna straighten the arms right out in front of the chest. So, instead of reaching forward, I'm gonna have her actually reach up to the sky. Yep, very good. Nice and slow and controlled. Let's do one more of these. Good. Another little progression. You can time out for a second. I'm gonna come back and spot her at the ankles again. And she's gonna cross her arms behind her head. This is also a really difficult move, so I'm sorry. But you can hold him behind the ears, or the further away basically your arms are, it's like a lever system. So the further away your arms are, the more difficult the move is gonna be. Same thing, nice and tight, exhale, come on up. And reach towards the sky. Perfect one. You wanna do another? Awesome, okay. So, again, don't sacrifice form. Once you feel like you can move on from that, just like we did with the leg raises, we're gonna add a little bit of resistance. You can do this with a dumbbell, a medicine ball, weighted plate, pretty much anything you can get your hands on. And same thing, she's gonna reach up towards the sky and not forward. Slow and controlled on the way down, always important. Squeeze them, keep them tight, and exhale. So again, I do 4 sets of 25 of these and move on to the next exercise. Okay, and the final exercise we're going to demonstrate today is the Roman chair sit-up. Requires a bit of upper body strength because you have to keep your body, your shoulders depressed so that they don't start to hike up towards your ears. That's the number one thing.
What does that look like?
You want to demonstrate that? What we don't want to do, when she takes her feet off and lets her body hang, how her shoulders are reaching up toward the ears. So she wants to depress the shoulders, yep. Keep her body upright, pressing through the forearms.
Nice.
And first progression here is, just like we did the hanging leg raises, bent knees. So flex knees, flex hips, come on in, nice and slow and control on the way down. Perfect. Bent knees, in towards the chest, and down. Good. A little bit more difficult, same thing, straight legs, coming up about 90 degrees at the hips, and back down. Pretty simple.
What about breathing?
You want to inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Very good. You feeling them?
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, and what's your count on this one?
Same thing, about 4 sets of 25.
4 sets of 25 with minimal rest.
Yes.
Very cool. So there you have it, folks.
Yep. Feel the burn. Train smarter, not harder.
Right on. Cool. All right, so there you have it. That's the ab training circuit by Natalie and demonstrator by Priscilla. Big shout out, thank you to Stay Fit Gym. Thank you for allowing me to make these videos and share this experience with you. Also, if you can, make sure to come in and check out Stay Fit Gym. These are our competitors. I'm also one of our competitors. Come in and meet them, and she's a trainer. She can help you out with any of your fitness goals. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in.